Beijing's Daxing International Airport is using robots, facial recognition, and modern design to become one of the most innovative airports in the world. Officially opened in September 2019, the starfish-shaped airport is now one of the most expensive airports ever, estimated to be worth more than $60 billion. It offers passengers serene gardens while they wait for their flight, luxury shops, and popular restaurants. And it's implementing sustainable and high-tech features to help passengers get to their gates quickly and with as little human interaction as possible. So let's step into Daxing Airport and take a look at the future of flying. Spanning 4 levels, Daxing's new airport looks just like a starfish from above. It has 6 curved spokes spreading out from the airport's center. Gates are located along each of them for a total of 79. Inside, an expansive rolling atrium supported by 8 giant C-shaped pillars welcomes passengers to the futuristic terminal. Each pillar has a 350-foot wide skylight at the top, meaning there's lots of natural light everywhere, keeping the airport from feeling like a prison while you wait for your flight. Daxing was designed by the late acclaimed architect Zaha Hadid, who's responsible for unique buildings like this $140 million spaceship house in Russia. Though she passed away in 2016, just before the construction started, her designs were carried out to create the largest single airport terminal in the world. It spans an impressive 7.5 million square feet, which is the equivalent of about 98 soccer fields. With the runways and annexes included, the airport's whole surface covers 18 square miles. The airport was constructed with a budget of $12 billion, including the construction of airline bases, an intercity railway and high-speed subway for easy access to the facility, and a highway and air traffic control tower. But since the beginning of its development, it's attracted over $46 billion worth of investments and is expected to become the busiest airport in the world, with 42 million passengers expected to pass through it by 2025 and about 100 million by 2040. In total, Daxing is already estimated to be over $63 billion, and it's breaking even more records. It's also the first airport in the world with double-deck departure and arrival platforms. The domestic and international terminals are all stacked on top of each other so that it all fits under one roof, and its amenities are easily accessible by all passengers. The innovative starfish design means that travelers never have to walk more than 600 meters, approximately 8 minutes, between security and the farthest gate to board their flight. This means they can spend more time enjoying all that the airport has to offer. So, let's head inside and see what makes Daxing so special. When you enter Daxing, you can't miss the 400 self-service check-in kiosks waiting to help make your flight as smooth as possible. They're able to handle about 80% of all check-ins. They'll scan your face and passport to speed up security checks later on, so instead of showing your passport and boarding card again, the automated gates will instantly recognize your face and let you through within 3 seconds. There are also humanoid robots that can have conversations with passengers. They'll answer your questions and direct you to the quickest way to get to your gate or the nearest restaurant. There are even robots to help park your car. Drivers just need to park their car on a platform, and a robot will come to transport it to an empty spot. There are 8 robots in total that can navigate the 6 parking rooms for maximum efficiency. They also produce 0 emissions and can work for up to 6 hours before automatically making their way back to their charging station. When it comes time to collect your car, you just scan the parking ticket at a terminal, and it'll tell you where you can meet the robot for it to be delivered. This process is expected to take less than 2 minutes. These robots are taught to dodge obstacles and avoid getting dents or scratches, so your car will be in good hands. In total, the airport has over $1 billion worth of the latest and greatest robotic technology to make catching a flight as efficient as possible, and also limit the need for human interaction. All this technology is amazing, but the real main attraction of the airport is its luxurious and modern center atrium. The natural light makes time in an airport feel less taxing, and there are lots of interesting places to read, relax, or even take a nap. The airport is decked out with innovative chairs, adaptive benches, and pebble-like stools for comfort, while corridors are dotted with interactive LED art screens that come to life as you walk by. In fact, there are a few different art installations around the airport, like the one made with origami swans. The massive departure hall boasts giant windows where you can watch planes arriving and departing. The departure lounges also feature a more serene place to relax if you really want to feel like you're not stuck in an airport. There are 5 traditional traditional Chinese courtyards at the end of each corridor. Designed in partnership with Xu Bing, one of China's most prominent contemporary artists, they're modeled after traditional Chinese gardens and feature wooden benches, pavilions, and winding pathways lined with plants and rocks. Daxing also has lots of shops and restaurants for travelers to enjoy. Luxury brands represented include Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Moncler. Plus, there are 70 food and beverage outlets. They include classics like Starbucks, as well as a Chinese favorite, Luckin Coffee. One popular spot is the dining room, which features an open kitchen and serves traditional Shanghai-style dim sum. Oh, and there are also free water dispensers everywhere. But they only have two options: warm water and boiling water, because Chinese medicine says that ice-cold water is bad for your health. Last but not least, let's check out one of the normally least exciting parts of flying: waiting for your luggage. Luckily, at Daxing, they make things as safe and easy as possible. A radio frequency identification, or RFID, baggage tracking system enables passengers and airport staff to check baggage status and location at any time. There's also a row of cameras along the conveyor belt to photograph passengers with their luggage, deterring thieves from taking off with someone else's bag. So is Daxing really the future of flying? Will all future airports have this level of technology and efficiency? Well, they're definitely going to have to try their best, because Daxing is putting other airports to shame with the ease at which passengers can enter the airport and find their gate. Daxing is also making it as easy as possible for people to get to the airport. There's a high-speed express shuttle service that features an express train traveling at speeds of up to 160 kilometers an hour, allowing passengers to get from the city center to the airport in just 20 minutes for only $5. The airport is also trying to be as environmentally friendly as possible. It features a solar farm with cells mounted on the roof of the car park building, hangars, and cargo areas that generates at least 10 megawatts of electricity. There's also a 100% rainwater collection facility and a centralized heating system supplemented by GeoExchange. The heating and cooling of the airport are powered by geothermal heat pumps located at the Yongding River Basin. Those huge skylights in the atrium are also useful. Filter glasses are used to block 60% of the heat from the sun while still allowing 60% of natural sunlight inside the terminal building. In total, renewable energy accounts for more than 10% of the energy consumed by the airport. Daxing was also a very necessary investment, and we will likely see more countries and cities spending billions on new airports in the near future. Daxing was built because Beijing Capital International Airport was exceeding its max capacity of 90 million passengers per year. Other cities and countries will have to follow the same route and create new airports that can handle over 100 million flyers as passenger numbers continue to increase. Daxing also has a plan to continue supporting increased passenger numbers. It will be expandable to an ultimate capacity of between 120 million and 200 million passengers, plus up to 4 million tons of cargo. Did you know that one of the other most expensive airports in the world is Hong Kong International Airport? It cost over $20 billion to build, and it's so massive that it actually increased Hong Kong's land size by 1%. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.